goes out. Oh boy, I brought the camera outside. He's holding steady. He wants to rendezvous with the paracel. There's the paracel. Here we go. Here we go. Oh, radar being activated.
Alert.
Radar. He's reconning. The Osprey is reconning the paracel. Radar is being triggered. Whoa. Okay, thank you. Welcome back, everyone. This is Robert from Custodian File. I appreciate you tuning in, sharing your valuable time with me. So yesterday, July 13th, had a very interesting day. Heavy military activity. Had 2 Ospreys, heavy duty fire department, Black Hawks, police, a news chopper. So what you're seeing here, 2 Ospreys came from San Diego. One flew up to downtown LA. The other one came up the coast. The second one, this one right here is the second one, flew around downtown. He came in, as you just saw the video. This is what I think is happening. This is very rare. He purposely rendezvoused with the paracel. If you're a new viewer, let me try to get caught up, give you 6 years of information real fast. There are these small UAPs flying in Marina del Rey, Los Angeles, and they become active when something is over 150 feet in the air. 150 feet. You can easily record them. Just wait for helicopters, aircraft, or even the paracel, the yellow paracel. He got to 150 feet. The Osprey was synchronized to do that. As you can see, he flew up to the paracel, flew around it. The radar got triggered. I have a car radar detector on my camera. And I do think while you're watching this, you may see dragons flying around. We're going to slow that down. I'm going to show you. I do not think the radar was triggered by the UAP. It was triggered by the Osprey. The Osprey was throwing out active radar to try to tag and record the UAP dragons around the paracel. That is my opinion. So we've seen this one before with the yellow tail. One of my viewers mentioned that he knew the whole squadron. He knows the whole story. But basically, it was a big air assault. He does get tagged. This one does get tagged 6 times. A tag is when the UAP flies into the frame. He's approaching the jetty rocks here. That's the hot zone. That's where a lot of tagging does occur. So I will show you this video in slow motion. I broke it down where all the taggings are. It was a very active day. So let me try to show you a lot of video in a short period of time. Let's go to the next. Okay, so here we go in slow motion. The Osprey is approaching the paracel. I've slowed this down to 3%. I'll play it twice. So the first one's on the bottom. I think it's already flown by. Here comes another tag right there over the Osprey. The Osprey has this active radar on. It is triggering my radar. The radar is indicating spectrum radar. It's not indicating X or K. Most likely both were going off, but nevertheless, this Osprey is getting tagged all over the place. These dragons are flying around. They're flying at 2,000 miles an hour. No sonic boom, 10 inches in diameter when in flight. They do shrink. Now check this out here with the tree as a reference. There's 2 of them. Now some of you, if you're new, you're saying, no, these are bugs. These got to be bugs. Well, let me show you another video from the past where in the exact same location, there were also 2 objects. See, these things only fly when there are airplanes in the sky. This is over the jetty rocks here. If you record empty sky, you will not record these UAP dragons. You have to have something in the sky, an airplane, a helicopter. Look at that, he turned around and he's coming back. They're playing with our aircraft. They're reconning. They're not just, it's not for fun, but they're being reconned. They know most likely, and there's this other video from 2 years ago, same location, 2 objects, 2 Ospreys with aircraft in the background. Very predictable. Nobody can predict bugs or birds, but you can predict the flight of these UAPs. Again, all you do, you wait for aircraft, and that's what I've been doing for 6 years. So I have a lot of video. I have thousands of video. By the way, I should say this is Robert from Custodian File. Please remember to like, subscribe, comment. I could use your support. Again, I know if you're new, this is overwhelming. This cannot be happening. Somebody would have told you by now. It would be all over the news. False, false, false. This is happening. There's about 100 pilots engaged in all the services: the Army, the Navy, the police, the Coast Guard, the sheriff. Nobody's saying anything. I don't know how they're keeping this all top secret, especially with all the hearings at Congress. Congress just needs to come to Marina Del Rey. Don't even bother interviewing anybody else. Just come to Marina Del Rey. It's been like this for 6 years. 6 years. Every day I get new video. And I have a second camera, and I also record these with my second camera. So if you check out some of my other videos, you'll get caught up really fast. But again, there are small UAPs flying in Marina Del Rey, and the government's doing everything they can. They're doing everything they can. As you can see, they're bringing in all our aircraft. So what do you do next? Let's go to the next video here. I'll show you some more stuff. Okay, real quick again. A couple months ago, at the hearings, at the Congress hearing, the Pentagon gave this to Congress. Characteristics of these UAPs, small UAPs, their size 1 to 4 meters. Their speed, Mach 2, 1700. It's really 2000. It's really 2.5. And then the X-band. I have the video if you've been watching my channel. These UAPs do trigger X-band and K-band, but they trigger a lot more. The ratio is more like 90% K-band, 10% X-band. So this is somewhat accurate information. Just wanted to remind you of that. So in the future, when I say Congress agrees with my data, here it is. It's right here. This is what they're agreeing. They're probably watching my videos and just writing down the information. All right, let's go to the next. Super. Okay, I wanted to show you this screenshot. This is from planefinder.net. Planefinder is free radar, aviation radar. Anyone can go on Planefinder for free. You can see the position of airplanes in your area. I use it to identify the airplanes in my area, Marina Del Rey, Los Angeles. So as you can see here, Rudy 31 is the nickname for these Ospreys, Rudy. So here it is. The Rudy was right in front of the Paracel. Shows you its altitude, 100 feet, going at 65 miles an hour at 12:30. 100 miles an hour. Now, I'm not a pilot, but I do know nothing legally can fly under 500 feet. Nothing. So, but this video is just to like get you to wonder, like, why would an Osprey be flying over the beach at 100 feet and practically hovering 65 miles an hour in front of a Paracel? Can you imagine that concept? So I was lucky. I was on my balcony and I was able to document it. Let me show you some other radar screenshots. Okay, here's another screenshot of Planefinder of the Ospreys. Basically, it shows where they originated out of San Diego. One of them flew up to, well, they both flew up to Los Angeles. One of them flew over downtown LA, made a U-turn and came back down, and that was the one that confronted the Paracels. I just want to document, I find that very unusual. Why would anybody fly an Osprey? Just go up to Los Angeles, make a U-turn and come back. I mean, it's pretty obvious what's going on. We're doing everything we can to catch these UAPs, these dragons, these little dragons. But what do you do when your aircraft, when they go 2,000 miles an hour? What do you do? How do you catch something like that? Some of you are saying, why don't you zoom in on it? Because how do you zoom in on a bullet? That's how fast a bullet is. Actually, a bullet goes slower, but how do you zoom in on something that fast? You can't. But I do have a couple of clear videos that I posted in the past if you check out my channel. Let's go to the next screenshot. Okay, also yesterday the 13th, the news people showed up. Sky 9, Channel 2, Channel 2 News, aka CBS News. Look at this. He's hovering over the rocks, over the jetty rocks. That's the hot zone. Look at this dragon just flies by. Just why is he? I don't even know why he was sitting there. Maybe something was going on at LAX. I don't know. But look, he gets tagged 2 times, and I'll do a zoom in again, and he went right over the rotor blades. Extremely, well, I guess that's 3 times. Oh, that's when he was leaving. So again, here he goes again, comes right over the road. He's probably a couple hundred feet from the helicopter. If it's because the UAP Dragon's 10 inches and the pilot's helmet's 10 inches, and the silhouettes are not equal, so the UAP is about 200 feet closer to me than the helicopter. But nevertheless, this is how easy it is to predict their flight. Wait for an aircraft. And you will record the aircraft, and you will record these UAPs. And this is happening all over the world, not just Marina Del Rey. People all over the world are sending me their videos, the same format. And this is, by the way, if you watch Skinwalker, now you might put one and one together because this is the same UAP, in my opinion, the same UAP format vehicle. They're ubiquitous. They're all over the world. So more and more people are recording them. All right, let's go to the next. Okay, super. So like I said, there were 2 Ospreys. The first one came in about 12:20, the other one like 12:30, 10 minutes apart. Oh, look, I got lucky. I got super lucky. Osprey number 1, and there's a bird. I like to throw that into comparison because people say, oh, these are birds. But again, here's Osprey number 1. He gets tagged, and then he gets tagged again, and I kicked the camera, and I happened to track a UAP. Look at this. What a lucky once in a, I've only done that twice in my life. I've kicked a tripod, and it just so happens, unbelievable. So let me keep replaying that kick dragon here. There it goes right there. 2,000 miles an hour, no sonic boom. Phenomenal, right? There's a regular bird again, just to see. Birds are easy. Birds are very easy. I'm recording with a Panasonic X1000, 4K, 60 frames. Pretty good camera. I have 2 of them. There it is. There's the kick again. I didn't even bother to measure. I don't even bother to measure the distance. For what purpose now? To calculate the speed. The Pentagon already agrees with my speed. It's 2,000 miles an hour. I've been calculating it for 6 years. But it is fun to look at these tracking videos. Look at that. Oh my God, if I only knew I could follow it. It was probably heading toward the ground, heading back toward the wetlands in Marina Del Rey. It's phenomenal. They were all over the sky yesterday. So they're tagging the news people. They're tagging both our Ospreys. Look at this, unbelievable. I'm still shaking my head. I have 4,000 videos. This has been going on 6 years. I'm still shaking my head. I'm with you. Some of you are like, this just cannot be happening. This is very happening. And again, it's all over the world. Marina Del Rey, though, is infested. We don't know why. I need some help. I need help from serious research people. I've talked to a lot of smart people. I put the word out there. I mean, I've been on the Discovery Channel, Fright Club. I give lectures at the Air Force Base on these UAPs, the only civilian in the world that is allowed to do that. I've told a lot of people, so it's not like I haven't told anyone. So if you're a serious researcher, now's the time to come out. Why? Because the weather is just now getting good. August, September, we will have the best clear weather. With clear weather, you're going to capture a lot of these UAPs. It's just the next 60 days should go really well, theoretically super well. Okay, again, please, if you like what you're seeing, please like, subscribe, comment. I do want to hear from you, good or bad. I don't care. You're not going to hurt my feelings. I'm a serious scientist. I'm a retired pharmacist. I have a heavy science background. So please let me hear from you. Okay, till the next video, stay safe. Thank you for watching.